Hey folks, Philly Boy J here, back with another baked macaroni and cheese video. I told you guys I was going to be showing you another way to make baked macaroni and cheese before the year is out. So let's get straight to it. You're going to get a pot, you're going to fill it up with water, and we're going to wait until this pot of water comes to a boil. Then we're going to add our macaroni noodles, okay? We're going to move over to the counter, and we're going to move on to our next step, and that's to kill two birds with one stone by combining our eggs, our milk, and our seasonings. I like to add them all at once. So you're going to add your 2 eggs, and you're going to then add your evaporated milk. And we are using evaporated milk because evaporated milk is richer than regular whole milk, and it's all about richness and flavor on the Philly Boy J cooking show. All right. So that just adds some flavor and creaminess to the baked macaroni and cheese that the whole milk just doesn't add. All right. So we're going to stir in our salt. I'm going to be using a nice amount of salt. That's just for taste. You're going to stir in your sugar. That just gives it a little something special. Just balances things out. You know, I love to add sugar to my baked macaroni and cheese. And no, it's not going to taste sweet, guys. Gosh, you cooking novice kill me when you think that. It's not going to make it sweet. It just gives it something special. Okay? And you're going to add black pepper. Who do not add black pepper to that baked macaroni and cheese? You got to add a black pepper. Okay? So you're going to stir this in. Stir it in really well. And then you're going to sit it aside. Okay, so here we have some pepper jack. That's Monterey Jack cheese. Okay, and you have some sharp cheddar cheese. So your Monterey Jack cheese and your sharp cheddar cheese. We're going to dice them up into small pieces. Now, sometimes I use 2 blocks of Monterey Jack cheese. Sometimes I use 1. It depends on how spicy you want your baked macaroni and cheese. If you want it to be on the mild side, just use 1 block of cheddar and 1 block of Monterey Jack. All right. So our water has come to a boil. You're not going to boil it for very long, only for like 8 minutes, because you don't want it to be bloated and soggy. Plus, we're going to be baking it, so it's going to continue cooking in the oven. All right. Then you're going to drain your macaroni. And then after you drain it, what we're going to do is we're going to stir in our cheese. This way, every bite of macaroni is going to be filled with cheese. You want to saturate your macaroni in cheese. Okay, this is a method that has become more popular now, you know. And that's to make sure that the cheese is all throughout the macaroni, and to make sure that the macaroni is fully saturated in cheese. You want your baked macaroni and cheese to be cheesy, okay? You don't want parts of your macaroni and cheese to be without cheese, okay? So you're going to place this over low heat. Place it back in the pot over low heat. Then you're going to add your shredded cheddar cheese. And you're just going to stir it in for a few minutes, maybe about 4 to 5 minutes, until it fully melts and looks like this. Okay, so that's the way you want your macaroni and cheese to look. Now, I usually add my butter during this part right here, but I forgot to do that. So I'm just going to have to stir the butter in once we add it to the baking pan. Okay, at this point, what you want to do is you want to give your oven time to heat up. So you're going to preheat it to 350 degrees, and we're going to add our cheesy macaroni to the baking dish. Then we're going to stir in our butter, like I said, because I didn't do it when I usually do it, and that's when I'm stirring the cheese into the macaroni in the pot. So you're going to stir in your butter. The macaroni and cheese is hot, so it will melt it. Stir all around the macaroni and cheese. And then you're going to add your milk mixture. And you're going to stir that in and stir really, really well. Stir that in really, really well. And then we're going to add our chopped blocks of cheese. our block of sharp cheddar and Monterey Jack. All right. So that's our blocks of cheddar and Monterey Jack. And we're going to stir them in as well. And in my last baked macaroni and cheese video, I did not top it with additional shredded cheddar cheese, but I'm going to be doing that just to give it a nice cheesy crust on top this time. So after stirring this in, what I'm going to do is top it with some shredded cheddar cheese, because you want the top of your macaroni and cheese to be nice and crispy. Okay, you want that cheese crust on top. That's what I call it, cheese crust. Okay, so after stirring this in, you're going to sprinkle it with some additional shredded cheddar cheese. And we're going to place this in the oven, and we are not going to bake this very long at all. We do want to let it go for about 25 minutes. It really depends on how stiff you like your baked macaroni and cheese. Some people like that baked macaroni and cheese really stiff. I know a lot of Southerners like their baked macaroni and cheese that way. And some people like it a little loose. But I like the perfect consistency about that right there. That's the way I want my baked macaroni and cheese to look. Okay? I don't want it really, really stiff, but I don't want it loose either. Because if I want loose macaroni and cheese, I won't bake it. I'll just make it on the stove. I'll just make stovetop macaroni and cheese. But baked macaroni and cheese is supposed to be a little stiff. That's why it's baked. It's not supposed to be runny and loose if it's baked macaroni and cheese. So you want it to look just like that. And look at that Guys, you know what? This macaroni and cheese recipe is better than the last. It is better than the last baked macaroni and cheese recipes that I did. And those are very good. But this one is just best because of the Monterey Jack cheese. Okay? I think the Monterey Jack cheese adds some spiciness. You can add whatever kind of spicy cheese you want. But that spiciness just really takes it to another level. I love the spiciness of the cheese that we use. So yes, that's the reason why I like this baked macaroni and cheese recipe the best. Okay, hope you guys enjoy this recipe. It is absolutely delicious. Give it a try. You are going to love it. Philly Boy J showing you guys how to make baked macaroni and cheese. Peace. Hey guys, it's PBJ, and for more of my delicious and easy to make recipes, visit my website at PhillyJCooking.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all my latest videos, and come join me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.